to try to see, but I mean, they're coming. They know they're coming, but there's nothing they can do to stop the siege. They're like, all right, I can see you're coming, and now
Owner puts up the shield, but again, the CC lasts for too long. He does flash away and actually does live. Lots of damage is going on in, as now Doran accesses the backline, and the follow-up from Faker is right there. They've got Pays, they have the front line, and HLE are just routed. They go a little bit too deep, trying to kill a Pantheon, and they're going to pay the iron price for it. Kanavi by himself behind everyone. He is absolutely dead, and T1 turned this game on its head.
They're not necessarily even going to get that. The satchel's been changed.
Owner's going in, and there's really no recourse for this. The satchel does come out, but unfortunately that's going to leave Kanavi to the Wolves, as in goes Faker and does the burst damage. I think they're just way too far ahead at this point. The chain's once again going to miss, but Faker will not be stopped. Does get denied the quadra, but does pick up the triple.
But the charge comes through, Sakali shows up, and they even get an additional plate on top of the charge. There's just no angle here. They're looking for Pays. Oh, just a bit too short.
I mean, that was never going to work out. It feels like HLE are clutching at straws as Doran trying to flash and take out Guma. Instead, he'll have a slice of Zeus and a slice of Guma. And on top of it all, takes out Kanavi.
Zeus, I mean, he wants to maybe...
They haven't powered recalls, but yeah, I mean, the amount of damage that Pays does at this point in time is kind of insane, guys. Oh man, the stasis as well on the TP coming in, and the follow-up combo really just dunking on them now. This is not looking pretty.
It is.
You're a T1 fan, of course.
So funny to watch like a bruiser try to kill a Fed 80 carry in this meta. Like, I'm going to kill him. And Pays just walks away backwards.
All those three.
Okay, this is a crazy journey. That is a magical journey as they're into the blender. Down goes Andil, immediately punished for that one as the paranoia comes on through. Willa trying to keep himself alive there as Rich just goes golden and then goes dead. Now Faker finds the Emperor's Divide. Yukal's going to flash it, but Jiu, he's still going to take so much damage. Doran uses the ulti to gap close. That was cute. As it's a triple for Pays. And there is the end of the game.
This DRX team.
Target, as the mist can be very problematic. He puts it down now as they look to try and get rid of this turret first. Scatter the Weak does come in. There's the culling as Doran goes golden, but they just take down the turret. In the meantime, teleports coming in from everywhere, and Owner from over the wall. Jiu able to dash out of the way again from some more buttons, but it's not going to be enough to keep him alive. Willa is also limping out of the fight. Yukal takes down Faker though. DRX, the rest of them are just melting. Owner gonna grab a double. Doran dashing towards Yukal to get rid of him again. Damage absolutely insane as Doran diving on in. Willa looks for the angle, great handshake onto the Vice. Doran thrown around like a ragdoll. Great use of the body slam, but Doran should still be able to kill him. He goes golden just to buy some space, but Yukal's dead. Both solo lane is down, and T1 have decided that it's time to win as Jiu not able to keep himself alive this time. It's Pays that locks down the kill, and this time it's only Willa that survives.
Yeah, he's trying to get that engage going as Palu, and well, it wasn't much of anything, as now the Cyclone is going to go down, and a massive Doran to the wall! Doran wants to end this game right here, right now, and I think he just did. As Perfect on the run, but he should be the fourth casualty on the list. BDD also on the run, but Faker's just sprinting at him. Is trying to actualize all over BDD at...
Oh, it's tight timing.
All right, they're trying to make it a game here because it's just going to go down, just gets burned as he tries to engage straight into an Aphelios and just dies. And now we got a flash on in the engage as the Aphelios ult is going to miss, but Ghost is also going to miss. BDD, Ghost Sonya's on the backside, he can't do the damage, Pays is alive! And now Doran is killing, aiming in the back line! Who goes into the GA? And now they just keep one guy at home, and they end the game!
They just won this Elder! How are they winning this game? They're still not ahead in gold, they just equalized! The kill score is 9-18!
And those does do a lot to him. The equalizer also only really going to hit Faker. Meanwhile, we got the G8 proc here as Pays takes down the Nico, and Raptor bites the dust as well. They were desperate to enter into this Elder pit, and instead they end up taking a losing fight to BNK. So now T1 should have a free Elder under their belts. We got Zombie Scion now. They're going to take down the turret as Owner is still going in there, but Diablo getting into the circle. Dodge! The sealed fates. And he's just living behind the ranks of T1. It doesn't seem to care. Takes down a FaZe, but eventually can't pull off a miracle. And maybe just a little bit too aggressive as we got TP coming in. And Vikla, I don't know if he's getting out of this one. Nope, not with the ult available here for Doran. The Between Worlds will take him down with that last auto. And just no W.
Just Mystic.
No, Essence Flux. They're going to engage on a carry. That's a big rel on top of everyone, but an even better Temper Fade. Although the angle here from Raptor gets into the backline. FaZe, though, is going to get out alive as he hops the wall. And the real carry all along was Doran. The double kill for the Cassante. Flash on him from Owner. And they're right in BNK's wheelhouse as T1 are pushing to maybe end this game.
This Ambassador continuing to be a thorn in the side of D+. And now they're kind of doing a multi-pronged approach. Doran's TP is about to come up, and Smash is bot.
Well, they don't have Smash. It is going to take a little while to take this Baron down, and that's really the hope here, as Lucid is the target. They're just going to turn onto him. And we'll see if they have enough damage within that, as FaZe holding on to his shots for quite a while. And this type of Baron does do quite a lot of damage as in goes Faker, trying to trade on the career, gets Lucid, and immediately goes Golden. And Lucid eventually will go down. Showmaker desperately trying to do something, but is incredibly low, and that's just going to leave Smash out to dry as he gets shot down by the Jhin. Showmaker also gets baited into it. Ziyu respawns, TPs, and it's already over.
Making him off the rift every time. We see now T1 starting up the Baron. D+ trying to approach.
All right, they use that combo, but Carrier's got this angle on the right side, and that's going to be the end of Showmaker. Lucid not long for the world either, as the one-man Emperor's Divide does catch Ziyu. And yeah, T1, they bait them into yet another fight here. Career respawns and doesn't hit a match or Q. And it's feeling pretty doomed for DK in this one. And maybe now they can take the Baron.
Yeah, T1 with so much setup, so many tools to get the fight going.
Oh, Career.
Oh, not again.
Think he's no, he's not okay.
He is paper.
He's very not okay.
He is paper. He just gets decimated. Anyone looks at me, he just dies.
His equalizer, but
the problem is the whole team moves up to help, which you can understand that natural reaction. But it means that bot ends up getting clapped on. Now they're going for a TP flank.
And they got to do something here. They're going to go aggressive onto the Nico clone. That equalizer pretty good, though. The zoning Pop Blossom going to help out quite a bit, although Carry eventually does go down. And Owner just feels almost unkillable. He's going to stick in there for quite a while. He's still alive. He's still going. This guy is really actually unkillable. And now Faker going to force the flash out of Showmaker. And I think it's only a matter of time before we get a 1-0 scoreline for T1.
Yeah, I think that is it. They try to go for the TP flank, and honestly, Doran TP top at the same time. So T1 win expecting it, but it just didn't matter. There's too much gold, too many... Oh, end the game, end the game! Okay. Honestly, not the first time...
Which DK trying to get on top of the first one, but they end up rotating towards mid with the Rift Herald coming down. Carrion is just going to go in the Rift Herald over the wall. So that's some nice tech he got there. The flash over the Anivia wall from Owner to get on top of Showmaker. Maybe a little bit too aggressive, but now Doran is here, and FaZe flies into the backline. Lucid is just down as Doran gets in there with his ult and stuns the two of them up. And T1, they force the fight, and it works excellently for them. Smash has to flash away, but he can't get away from this rise as it's a full ace. It's a 5-for-0 ace for T1, 17 minutes in.
Just beautiful execution from T1, doing everything they need to make this fight work. And D+ are just left floundering when it comes to the 5v5. To get a clean ace at this point of the game, pick up that dragon as well.
Yeah.
If T1 get the Baron, that's generally seen as bad.
Yeah, we've seen so many teams in the mid-game just kind of flounder and do nothing. T1 is not going to be that team. We know about the T1 Barons. They're going to go for it. Doran is trying to get on top of Lucid, who does actually get in the pit just to not get the smite and just die. As now we got the Realm Warp on in. Faker is frontlining. And Showmaker again, you know, he puts the wall down, gets flashed over. There's no setup here for DK, and they're just being run around the rift as this should be Smash going down on top of it all. Faker picks up another one. And she's just over here in mid lane trying to run away. And eventually he's going to be going down. It's just kind of a disaster of a game at this point, as T1 has run away with this one in a big way after that last team fight, and they followed up with yet another one.
The level of coordination T1 are showing right now, just
you know, we did see Nongshim come out really strong, but I think this is a different feel today. As Keria is going to go in, we got the teleport coming in. T1 is up 8,000 gold, and they're going to pull the trigger here with the Baron as everybody is just being rolled over. She was like, please, I want to do something in this backline, but his whole team is dead. And that's going to be the end of that. The Grim Deliverance comes in. It's only 23.5 minutes, and the game is over.
Just decimation. Absolute decimation. This game is so one-sided. You know, and I don't have full HP, so we'll see. IE picked up for Smash. They have one Nexus Tower.
Well, Doran's taking some damage. And the Nexus Tower is under siege. Owner threatening a dive, but doesn't have to. Doran eventually will take critical damage if he keeps just eating ult damage. But for T1, they don't have to overstep. They're going to play it slowly from here. I say that, they immediately just dive the turret. Might as well. They get into that backline onto Showmaker, who is not having a very fun time, as he finally does go down, but so will FaZe. But nobody has a number on Faker here. Xiu trying desperately, and so does Smash, but just runs straight into the rest of T1, and eventually just dies. As Faker also will. And Xiu getting low as well, but not dying. Finally does go down. Owner takes him out. And Owner going to be using some of that gold. We did see one Nexus turret respawn.
Yeah, Lucid's alive, but
yeah.
There's so many super minions.
He doesn't deal
Wait, he's gonna get carried. He got him.
Oh, he did. Okay. Well, the Nexus is down, and finally, the very fun ending of that game.
From this.
Don't clear the ward.
What do you mean?
Die.
Don't clear. Stand in the fountain?
Yes. No, just let someone else do it. Okay, this time they're going in on a phase, and that should be enough, but he's getting so much damage, and he's even living!
He's alive!
Okay, well, he's dead, but Lucid will go down eventually as well. But, I mean, at least they get the kill, but man,
honestly,
how tilting can this get?
At least they got him. At least, you know, if the goal was to kill FaZe and nothing else, just purely to kill FaZe, they were successful. Get Dragon? No. Win the fight? No. Win the game? No. Protect mid tower? No. None of these things, just purely to kill FaZe, they were successful. If that's what we're measuring, then they achieved their goal.
Not again. FaZe, he's okay. And DK all got away. By the way, the Maiden just went down, so there is that. So now we got a fight coming in here. Owner is just going to go in on the career. I don't know if that was the best idea this time around, but it's okay. He gets low. The chains go down on the Lucid. Showmaker nearly dies to Doran, but he does get away. And now Faker trying to join on in. Lucid's still alive. And kind of a concave here for the side of D plus Kia. Faker getting kited down.
Oh, the arrow!
The pyro gonna just go through the Galio, kind of hidden there. As he runs in a straight line, the bubble gonna catch Keria. Maybe the spear gets him. As Lucid is on the right side, and they're nearly able to take out a couple of those guys there on the side of DK. And really, it's just Payne.
Oh no, the Nami!
He's just walking forward, and nobody can deal with this guy. Oh no! Run! Nah, he's accepted his fate. And that's the end of career once again. That's not the way it works, but I do see what you're going for.
Yeah.
And
just
you
look at it that way, it's not so bad.
Not the biggest steal in the world. As the exhaust is going to come down. Showmaker does go in. They're looking for the turn this time around, but again, Owner kind of alone has Faker at least to follow up, but they're all super low on health, and it's really just FaZe as Lucid takes an immense amount of damage, but it doesn't matter. As the rest of DK very healthy here, looking for that kill on a FaZe. He flashes the charm as Keria goes down, and the damage is just too immense. As Doran looking for the trade here on the Smash, who says, I'll just take the disengage cone. Career trying to tank the turret for him, and Smash takes the turret shot anyway. Maybe with Yorick coming over, yes, they're taking plates on the inner turret. FaZe, ooh, the max range, and that's going to be a lot of follow-up damage. As now, we do have the Pantheon coming in, trying to peel for him, and trying to get the angle there with Showmaker, but he doesn't quite have the charm, and Lucid, I think, will eventually have to pay the price with his GA. We do have Xiu on the flank coming in, but Faker also there, trying to peel. Doran now just gonna flash on everyone and burn down Smash! Insane amounts of damage from this cannon. He's gonna have to pay for it with his life, you would imagine. As there it is. Showmaker takes him down, but yeah, Faker and the rest of T1 just peeled off and kind of left Doran on purpose because they wanted to deal with Xiu, who does flash. And they do have the follow-up as now Lucid comes in, picks up 1,100 gold. And looking for a bit more here. Keria, though, going to get out of the cage, and they still have Owner, they still have Faker. And it doesn't look like Showmaker alone is enough damage to deal with this front line and the tankiness of T1 from ahead. Triple kill for Faker. And Career, they're looking to bully him further. It's not going to happen, though. You do.
Yeah, I think this is the time. Varus coming from base. They might just be able to get this. TP's coming in. Oh, this is a great angle for Doran.
Yeah, slicing Maelstrom
already.
Flash.
Oh my lord.
I don't think Pantheon, I mean, he's got GA up, but this is about to get very interesting. They're going to try to kill him and burst down the Baron while he's dead. And there it is. Even the spike goes to 15. It doesn't matter. T1 playing with their food, and DK thought this was their opportunity to come back. But in fact, it was just T1's to close the game out.
Oh, he tries to flash away.
No.
Oh, no.
No, Career.
Oh, man.
Well, that's Baron, and that's going to be Chemtech Soul. And T1 just trying to end this one on good footing and not have any close calls with Smash again.
No, I just want Korea to live. You know, I think he's died enough this game. I don't think the Nexus is long for the world with the current state of the game. But if Korea can just not die again, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I don't think T1 feel the same, though, is the thing. Rounding the bend here is Faker, and Doran is going to spread everybody out and go into his Zhonya's, force the GA to come out here. They do get the kill. Owner is pretty low, but eventually he goes to his own GA. And I think this is just the final death throw.
Oh, no, Korea, please! Dead again!
They didn't have to do that, but we do know that Faker will always do that.
Oh, how
He
many...
takes him out for the 9th time in this game.
No, it's only 9, it's not 10. You can get double digits.
And that's the end. That's the end of the series. T1 just crushed them.